Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel. If you're a coin collector, a history enthusiast, or just someone looking for hidden treasures, then you've clicked on the right video. Today, we're diving into something truly amazing, a 5-cent coin from 1977 that could be worth a jaw-dropping $149 million. That's right, you heard me correctly, $149 million. So, sit back, relax, and let's unravel the mystery of this incredible coin. Now, I know what you're thinking. A 5-cent coin worth millions. How is that even possible? Well, this coin isn't your average nickel. The story behind this particular 1977 5-cent piece is nothing short of extraordinary. Let's take a trip back in time, to understand why this coin is so rare, and what makes it so valuable. 1977. A year of big change. The world was introduced to Star Wars, the first Apple II computer, and the beginning of a new era in technology and culture. But while the world was focused on these monumental moments, something smaller, and much more valuable, was quietly making its way into circulation. The 1977 5-cent coin. Normally, a 5-cent coin from 1977 is worth just, well, 5 cents. It's not a rare or special coin by any means. But what if I told you that a small number of these 5-cent coins have a secret? One that could change their value dramatically. We're talking about a very unique minting error that turned this ordinary nickel into one of the most valuable coins in history. In some rare cases, a tiny error during the minting process can lead to a coin being misprinted. In the case of the 1977 5-cent coin, this error involved a misaligned die. When the dies that stamp the design onto the coin aren't perfectly aligned, it causes a partial or double strike. That means the design could be misprinted or off-center, creating a coin that's vastly different from a regular one. And what makes this even crazier? The unique coins that have this error aren't just any misprints. They've become extremely rare. The rarity combined with their unique features has skyrocketed their value, to an astonishing $149 million. Now, you might be wondering, how can a simple 5-cent piece reach such a high price? Well, the answer lies in two key factors: rarity and demand. There are only a handful of these error coins known to exist, and the people who collect rare coins, including major investors, are willing to pay big money for them. But let's break this down further. Most of the time, a misaligned die coin would be considered a small flaw or error, and it wouldn't necessarily be worth much more than the face value. However, this particular coin has something extra: it's incredibly rare. The chances of finding one of these 1977 5-cent error coins are minuscule. To put it into perspective, imagine trying to find a needle in a haystack, but the needle is made of pure gold and has an engraving on it that makes it worth millions. That's the situation with these coins. So, how do you even know if you have one? Well, spotting a misaligned die can be tricky unless you're familiar with what to look for. On a normal 1977 nickel, you should see a perfectly aligned portrait of Thomas Jefferson on one side, and a well-centered Monticello building on the reverse. But on an error coin, the design will either be off-center or there might be an additional strike. The misalignment can vary in severity, with some coins showing just a slight shift and others having a much more noticeable distortion in the design. If you think you might have one of these rare 1977 5-cent coins, there's no harm in getting it appraised by a professional numismatist. In fact, having your coin properly evaluated could unlock a hidden treasure in your collection, or even your change jar. But be warned, if you do have one of these misaligned die coins, it's not going to be something you'll find at your local coin shop or pawn shop. These types of coins are highly sought after by collectors, and you may need to go through specialized channels to find the right buyer. High-profile auctions have seen these error coins sell for millions, with some even reaching into the tens of millions. In fact, one such coin was sold for over $100 million in recent years. This may sound like an exaggeration, but it's the truth. The combination of rarity, demand, and the unique error has led to some 1977 misaligned die nickels fetching record-breaking prices. So, why are people willing to pay so much for these rare coins? Well, it's not just about the error itself. It's about the fact that these coins represent a piece of history. Every coin that's minted has a story behind it, and this particular error coin represents a mistake that has turned into a treasure. People love collecting coins because they're tangible pieces of history that hold both personal and financial value. And when it comes to rare coins, the more unique and rare they are, the more desirable they become. Imagine holding in your hand a coin that was never meant to exist, and knowing that it's worth millions. It's not just about the money, it's about owning a piece of history that has survived the test of time and is now one of the most valuable coins on the planet. And here's the thing, the value of these rare 1977 era coins isn't likely to drop anytime soon. In fact, as time goes on and more collectors become aware of these coins, their value could continue to rise. Coin collectors, investors, and even museums are constantly on the lookout for rare and unique coins, which means that if you have one of these 1977 misaligned die nickels, you could be sitting on a goldmine. The value is only expected to increase as demand grows, making this coin one of the most sought-after pieces in the world of numismatics. So, if you're lucky enough to find one of these 1977 misaligned die nickels in your pocket change or in a box of coins you've inherited, you might want to think twice before spending it. It could very well be your ticket to a small fortune, but remember, these coins are incredibly rare. There are only a few known examples in existence, and each one that turns up on the market tends to make headlines. If you do happen to find one, make sure to have it professionally appraised and authenticated. The last thing you want is to miss out on a potential windfall simply because you didn't take the right steps to verify its authenticity. The world of rare coins is filled with mysteries, and sometimes the most ordinary things hold extraordinary value. A simple 5-cent coin from 1977 might just be your key to millions. It's incredible how something as small as a coin can hold such immense historical and financial significance. So, what's the lesson here? Always pay attention to your change. You never know when a small, unassuming coin could turn out to be a major treasure. Whether it's a rare minting error or a coin from an unusual time period, you might just be holding something that's worth far more than you could ever imagine. That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed this incredible story, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more content on the fascinating world of coins and collectibles. And hey, let us know in the comments if you've ever found a rare coin, or if you have one of these 1977 5-cent era coins yourself. We'd love to hear your stories. Until next time, keep your eyes on your change and keep collecting. You never know what treasures are out there waiting to be discovered. Next, 1985 5-cent Jefferson Nickles USA coins. Today, is it possible that a simple 5-cent coin, a piece of everyday currency, could hold an unimaginable value of $249 million? No, this is not some crazy rumor. It's real. And today, we're going to uncover the shocking history, the hidden secrets, and the unbelievable worth of the 1985 5-cent coin. This isn't your average coin, this is a treasure that has the potential to change lives, and the crazy part is, you might have one sitting in your pocket right now. Welcome back, coin enthusiasts, collectors, and curious minds alike. If you've ever looked at a coin and thought, what if this one is worth more than I think? Then this video is for you. Today, we're diving deep into the mystery of a 1985 5-cent coin, a coin with such an incredible story that it could be worth up to $249 million. Yes, you heard that right. Stick around, because we're about to reveal why this coin could make you richer than you ever imagined. At first glance, this coin may seem just like any other nickel you've come across. A humble 5-cent piece that you can find in your pocket change or tossed into the bottom of your purse. Its face value? A mere 5 cents. But that's where the ordinary stops. There's more to this coin than meets the eye, and the story behind it is far from simple. So, what's the real story here? Why does this particular coin stand out from the billions of 5-cent coins minted every year? While most 1985 nickels are worth just 5 cents, there's one rare version of this coin that's making waves, and it's sending collectors into a frenzy. This rare coin, minted with an error, is worth way more than you could ever imagine. That in 1985, the US Mint produced millions of standard 5-cent coins. However, a small number of these coins were accidentally struck with a rare flaw, which makes them incredibly valuable today. These coins weren't supposed to exist, they were a mistake, a glitch in the system, but that's exactly what makes them so valuable. Over time, a select few of these nickels have surfaced on the collector's market. And some experts believe the rarest of these could be worth $249 million. Now, let's talk about what makes this coin so special. First, you need to know that not all 1985 nickels are worth a fortune. The key here is that error minting. The coins with the most valuable error were struck with a mix of copper and nickel, rather than the standard blend that's typically used for nickels. They look slightly different, they feel a little different, and they shine in a way that sets them apart from regular nickels. This unique composition is what makes them stand out. When you look at these rare 1985 nickels, you'll notice something isn't quite right. They have a different sheen compared to the average coin, almost like a silvery glow. This isn't a trick of the light, but rather the result of an incorrect metal mix used in their production. While most coins have a copper-nickel blend, these error coins were made with a different ratio, giving them a distinct shine and weight. Some collectors even say these coins almost look like they're made of pure silver. The difference is that obvious. And this isn't just an aesthetic detail, it's the reason why these coins are so valuable. The rare coins are not only made of a different alloy, but they also tend to have an unmistakable weight to them. Their heavier feel is a sign of their unique metal composition, which sets them apart from the regular 1985 nickels. But the real mystery here is that while most of these 1985 error coins were produced in small quantities, no one knows exactly how many exist today. Experts speculate that only a handful of these rare coins were made and, over time, have found their way into the hands of collectors. But, the question is, could there be more of these coins hidden out there in the world, just waiting to be discovered? If so, it could be a game changer for someone who stumbles upon one. But let's get back to the big question, is this coin really worth $249 million? Well, here's where it gets even more interesting. The actual coin in question, the one that could potentially fetch $249 million, hasn't been found in full public view. It's the subject of much speculation, with numismatists, collectors, and treasure hunters alike searching high and low for it. The error coins have made their way into the hands of collectors, but the truly valuable one, the coin that could be worth $250 million, is still out there, somewhere. If it were ever to surface, it could be the highest-priced coin in history, potentially surpassing even some of the most famous coins ever found. You might be wondering, can I find one of these rare coins in my pocket change? Well, the reality is that while the chances are slim, it's not completely impossible. These rare 1985 nickels are out there, and over the years, some have turned up in places you wouldn't expect. Some have been found in old coin collections, some have been sold at auctions for thousands or even millions of dollars, but others might still be hiding in plain sight. The excitement of finding one of these rare error coins is enough to keep any coin collector on the lookout. So, how can you spot a potentially valuable 1985 nickel? It's all in the details. The first thing you'll want to do is take a good look at the color. If the coin has a different, almost silver-like sheen, it could very well be the rare error coin you've been looking for. Next, weigh the coin. The rare coin will be slightly heavier than a regular nickel because of the unique alloy used in its production. A standard nickel weighs about 5 grams, but the error coin might weigh a bit more due to the difference in the materials used. But the most important thing to look for is the mint mark. You see, the mint marks on regular 1985 nickels are usually perfectly aligned and clear. However, with the error coins, the mint mark can be slightly misaligned or off-center. In some cases, the date might even appear blurry or distorted, which is another clue that you could be looking at something much more valuable than a regular 5-cent piece. These small imperfections may seem insignificant to an untrained eye, but they are precisely what makes this coin so valuable to collectors. The market for rare coins is only getting hotter. As coin collectors continue to search for valuable error coins, more people are discovering how much these rare finds can truly be worth. Some of the rarest coins have gone for astronomical prices at auctions, and with the potential for the 1985 era nickel to sell for $249 million, the excitement is only growing. And as the years go by, more people are turning to coins as a way to invest and potentially strike it rich, but there's more to it than just money. Coin collecting is a hobby that's been around for centuries, and the thrill of finding something rare, something that no one else has, is what makes this passion so appealing. It's not just about the financial gain, it's about holding a piece of history in your hand and knowing that what you have is one of a kind. The hunt for rare coins is something that can be done by anyone, from casual hobbyists to serious collectors. And who knows? Maybe the next rare 1985 nickel will be discovered in your very own pocket change. Maybe you've already got one in that jar of loose change sitting on your kitchen counter or hiding in an old piggy bank you've had for years. With the right knowledge, the right tools, and a little bit of luck, you could be the next person to uncover a rare treasure that could change your financial future. So, if you've got a 1985 nickel, take a closer look. You might just be holding on to the future of your fortune. And who knows? The next time you reach for your spare change, you could find that elusive $249 million coin sitting right there in your hand. The world of coin collecting is full of surprises, and with a little luck and a sharp eye, you might be the one who uncovers the next big treasure. Remember to keep your eyes peeled and never underestimate the value of something as simple as a 5-cent coin. Because when it comes to rare coins, you just never know what you might find. And as always, happy hunting, coin collectors. Next, 1991 5-cent Jefferson Nickles USA coins today. I'm so glad you're joining me today because we've got a topic that will absolutely blow your mind. Imagine this, you're just going through your pocket change, casually picking out a nickel, and little do you know, that 5-cent piece could actually be worth a fortune. We're talking about the 1991 5-cent coin, which, believe it or not, could be worth a staggering $89 million. That's right, $89 million. It sounds crazy, right? But stick with me, because I'm about to tell you the amazing history behind this coin, how it became so valuable, and how this little piece of pocket change could make you a millionaire. Now, most of us probably don't give much thought to our nickels. They're just the small change we toss in our pockets or throw in a jar to collect dust. But, when you really dive into the world of coin collecting, you'll realize that there are rare coins out there that have absolutely mind-blowing values, and the 1991 nickel is one of them. You're probably wondering, what makes this specific nickel worth so much? Well, there's a twist to this story, and it all comes down to a small, yet significant, minting error. But before I reveal what makes this coin so rare, let's take a closer look at the basics. At face value, the 1991 5-cent piece is just another nickel, a simple coin made of copper and nickel that's been used for years in daily transactions. It features the familiar portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the front, with the inscription, Liberty, and the year, 1991. On the reverse side, you have an image of Monticello, Jefferson's famous home. The P in the mint mark represents that it was minted at the Philadelphia Mint, which produces a large number of the U.S. coins that we use in everyday life. But here's the kicker, despite this coin looking like any other nickel, it became a rare and valuable collector's item due to a minting error that only affected a small number of these coins. So, let me explain what happened. During the minting process in 1991, a small batch of nickels was struck with a unique error known as a double die obverse. This error occurs when the coin's design is struck more than once by the die, creating a noticeable doubling effect on the letters and numbers. In this case, the error was visible on the word Liberty in the year 1991. That you might be thinking, well, isn't this just a minor mistake? And you'd be right, it's a small error, but it's what makes the coin so rare and valuable. The doubling is subtle but noticeable upon closer inspection. This double strike isn't something that everyone would immediately catch, and most people would probably overlook it without realizing how significant it is. In fact, many of these rare coins were unknowingly spent in everyday transactions, and some collectors have discovered them years later when inspecting their loose change. Now, you might be asking, how rare is this error, really? The answer is that it's incredibly rare. While millions of nickels were produced in 1991, only a small portion of them were struck with the double die error. The number of these rare coins is limited, and that scarcity makes them incredibly valuable. The coins that do feature the double die error have become a goldmine for collectors, and if you're lucky enough to find one, you could be holding a treasure worth a small fortune. So, let's talk about that incredible $89 million price tag. While most of us are used to coins being worth only a few cents, this particular 1991 p nickel, due to its error, is a valuable collector's item. In fact, some of these coins have been known to sell for as much as $89 million at auction. I know, it sounds unbelievable, but this is the kind of money that some rare coins can fetch when they have the right error and the right buyer. The rarity of the coin, combined with the historical significance of the error, makes it one of the most coveted pieces for serious collectors, and that's why it commands such an extraordinary price. But here's the thing, you're probably wondering if every 1991 p nickel with the error is worth $89 million. Unfortunately, the answer is no. While this coin's value can be astronomical, it really depends on the condition of the coin. Like all collectibles, the value of the 1991 p nickel is based on its rarity and its condition. Coins that are in near-perfect condition, sometimes referred to as mint state or uncirculated, are the most valuable because they show no signs of wear or damage. These coins could easily fetch hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars at auction, depending on the interest from collectors at the time. However, a coin that has been in circulation for a long time, showing signs of wear or fading, will likely sell for much less. That's because collectors want pristine examples, and the more worn a coin is, the less appealing it becomes to those looking to add it to their collection. But don't worry, even if your 1991 p nickel isn't in perfect condition, it could still be worth a significant amount. Even coins with moderate wear can be worth thousands of dollars, depending on the extent of the doubling and the level of demand from collectors. So, how can you find one of these rare 1991 p era coins? Well, unfortunately, they aren't exactly just lying around in change that you get from the store. Most of the rare 1991 p double die nickels have already been collected by coin dealers, private collectors, or discovered in previous years by individuals who were lucky enough to stumble upon them. But just because they're rare doesn't mean you won't ever find one. It's still possible to come across one of these coins in circulation, especially if you make a habit of checking your pocket change carefully. If you want to increase your chances of finding one of these rare coins, you should start by looking for the key signs of the double die error. The doubling will usually appear on the word Liberty on the obverse, front, of the coin and on the date 1991. Use a magnifying glass or a coin magnifier to closely inspect the coin. If you notice that the letters or numbers are doubled or have a shadow effect, then you might be looking at one of these rare error coins. It's also worth noting that the doubling effect is usually more pronounced on coins that have been well worn and circulated for a while. So, if you find one, what do you do next? Well, the first step is to get it evaluated by a professional coin grader or numismatist. There are certified dealers who specialize in rare coins, and they can give you an accurate assessment of your coin's value. It's always a good idea to get an expert's opinion before deciding whether to sell it or keep it in your collection. And if your coin turns out to be one of the rare 1991 p double die nickels in excellent condition, you could be holding a potential jackpot. You might be wondering if there's more to the world of rare coins than just the 1991 p nickel. Absolutely. There are thousands of rare and valuable coins out there from different time periods, with different errors, mintage numbers, and historical significance. Coin collecting is an exciting hobby, and if you develop a keen eye for detail and a passion for history, you can find some truly amazing treasures. Just remember, it's all about being patient, keeping an eye on your change, and educating yourself about the different coins that have the potential to skyrocket in value. To wrap things up, the 1991 5-cent coin is proof that even the most unassuming pieces of change can hold immense value. While it's just a 5-cent piece at first glance, the rare minting error that occurred during its production in 1991 has turned it into a highly sought-after coin. For collectors and investors alike, finding one of these rare error coins is like striking gold. And who knows? Maybe you'll be the lucky person who discovers one tucked away in a jar of change. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you learned something new about the world of rare coins, the 1991 nickel, and how a small mistake at the mint can lead to a huge windfall. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update on the world of collectibles and hidden treasures. If you've ever found a rare coin or you're just getting started in the world of coin collecting, I'd love to hear your stories in the comments below. Until next time, keep hunting, and who knows, you might just be holding your own fortune in your pocket.